everyone. Bob Thibodeau here. Welcome to Act 2 Coaching, actually Act 2 Cafe, part of the Act 2 Coaching program. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. Now, last time we talked about how to identify your niche. Today, I want to talk to you about how to reach your target market. I mean, this is usually the first question I will ask someone who comes to me for assistance and coaching and trying to launch their podcast or launch a business. The reason is this is probably the most important question that a person can answer. I mean, if you say, well, I want to reach everyone, Bob, what you really just told me is you're going to reach nobody. Okay, many people, myself included, when I first started out, and a lot of rookies, make these rookie mistakes when they first start out, either with a podcast or with a business. The rookie mistake is, I don't want to exclude anyone. I want to make my product so as many people as possible will come to me for their help and buy from me. Well, if you think about it, it'd be like the old general store, like you see in the movies and old TV shows, a little general store of some small town, a little of this, a little of that. And there's some of them out here today as well. Really, they're really nice if, let's say you live out in the country and you need to get a fuse for a circuit box, or to grab a roll of tape, and you didn't want to drive 10 miles into town to the larger store. But if you were going to buy a brand new state-of-the-art television for your home, would you go into the general store and look at 3-year-old models that have got hanging on the wall, all dusty and they're sitting on a shelf? No, probably not. You would want to take that extra effort, that extra time, to go to a store that specifically sells TVs, new TVs, the latest, the greatest TVs. That's where you would go, right? That store is not selling clothes for school or, selling shoes or beachwear. They're selling TVs. Their market are those who want TVs, right? That's how you need to be with your business. Your marketing needs to be the same way. Another rookie mistake is to try and advertise the same way that the big guys do. Okay, don't try and copy other people's ads, folks, especially when you're just starting out. They have huge advertising budgets. They have marketing departments. They have graphic art departments. They have access to budgets that spend more on lunch than most of the people starting their own business spend an entire year on advertising. So don't try and copy what they're doing, because all you're going to do is strike out and waste a lot of money. I mean, that's what's called mass marketing. And another fancy term that's catchy today is branding. It's the same thing. They've branded their product. Well, shouldn't I be branding my name? I mean, I just want to get my name out there so people know it. Then you're going to have to spend the same kind of money they're spending. Let me put it to you like this. How much money do you think Coca-Cola spends on their advertising in 1 year? I mean, magazines, billboards, television, radio, the sides of buses, and don't forget sporting events on television either. They spend billions of dollars every year, right? That is branding. That is mass marketing. That's what you do when you're trying just to put your name out there. Now, do you think you can compete with that? I mean, think about it. The last time you walked into a convenience store, let's say you're out traveling somewhere and you're thirsty, so you pull off and you walk in and you buy a Coke. Why did you pick Coke? Why didn't you search the shelves for, this little, I like the shape of this bottle, or even Coke's bottle is branded to them, right? You've seen it. You subconsciously remember their commercials, and the bottle, that Coke shaped bottle with the little dew sweat dripping off it, and it's ice cold, and what it's going to taste like, and everybody that drinks it on television on these commercials, it quenches their thirst. They're so happy when they buy it. What made you buy the Coke? I mean, you probably bought a Coke rather than any other brand, and I'm just using Coke. I mean, if you're a Pepsi drinker, it's the same thing. But you probably bought that Coke because subconsciously that is what you thought about when you were thirsty. You did not stop to look at all the alternatives. You did not stop to read the labels. You didn't stop to compare prices. You didn't stop to look at all on your smartphone and all the scientific discussions about the benefits of Coke or the benefits of just pure water. You were thirsty, and subconsciously you reached for a Coke. That is branding. That is mass marketing. It cost Coke billions upon billions of dollars over many, 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 many years to achieve that level of name recognition. That is the amount of time and effort and money it will take you to compete at that level just to, quote unquote, get your name out there. Okay, don't do that. One more quick example. I enjoy golf. And the first time I ever went to play golf, first time I ever picked up a golf club, I shot a 99. Oh yeah, 99, the first time I ever had a golf club in my hands. Well, when I tell people that, especially other golfers, wow, that's really good. I mean, the pros strive to be under 72 score, okay? The average golfer shoots like 115, 120. When you get down into the low 70s, you're considered a pro golfer. I shot a 99 the first time I ever swung a club. They're really impressed when I tell people that. And then I explain it. I had an appointment, so I couldn't meet the people I was going to try to play golf with. I couldn't meet them on the first tee. By the time I got there for my appointment, I caught up with them on the 10th tee. So I shot a 99 on 9 holes, okay? Now, double that score, and that's my score for the entire, if I would have played 18 holes. It was 188 or something like that. Yeah, it wasn't good. 198. That would have been my score, 198 if I shot 18 holes. So, you know, it's all on how you present the information. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, at first glance, my score sounds impressive. So much so that, you know, some people, wow, man, you should have turned pro. You know, that means they think I'd have been able to go out and compete with just a little bit of practice against Tiger Woods and those other PGA professionals that shoot 64, 65, 66, 67 on 18 holes. Pros who played golf for years and years and years and spent multiple tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, just on practice to get where they're at. But yet when I say, oh, I shot a 99 the first time I ever swung a club. Whoa, really? Wow, that's awesome. Then they get the rest of the story. A 64, 65 score compared to almost 200. Yeah. It'd be like, you know, you see the little peewee football leagues. It'd be like taking one of these 5 or 6 year olds out there who, you know, they can barely walk with this equipment on, and you put them up against a 300-pound, you know, defensive line for a professional football team. That's what you're competing against. Okay, you have to learn the basics first in your marketing effort. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is don't try to compete with the pros that you see advertising. You will fail. All you're going to do is lose your most precious asset right now, and that is money. Okay, unless you got $1 million set aside just for advertising, don't try and do what the pros are going to do. Let's start off targeting your niche market and speaking specifics to them. Okay. Next time, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what you should be doing to reach out and capture the attention of your target audience. You have not watched, if you didn't watch the prior interview about identifying your niche, you need to go back and catch it up, because I explained that there. And so I won't cover the same information here, but it will give you some great ideas on who your target market is. And then next time, we will go ahead and start a deep dive on that. Until then, get ready, because your second act has begun.